year was 2027. Advances in biotechnology were helping people improve their physical and mental abilities to an amazing degree. Provided, of course, they had enough money. A new breed of people was emerging, half human, half machine. And in Detroit, at least, not everyone was happy to see it. I'd just landed a job as head of security at Sarif Industries, a cutting-edge biotech firm. David Sarif himself handpicked me for the job, said he needed me to keep his people safe. My ex, Megan Reed, was one of them. Brilliant neuroscientist, Megan had found a way to make augmentation safe and affordable for everyone. All she had to do was present her research to Congress. But the night before her big meeting, my security measures failed. A team of Black Op mercenaries stormed into Sarif headquarters, massacring everyone in sight. 3 of the mercs were heavily augmented walking tanks. Their mission? Take out Megan and her team. I tried to stop them, but their leader tossed me through a plate glass wall. Last thing I heard as his bullet slammed into my brain was Megan's dying scream. I should have died with her. Only I didn't. High-end military-grade enhancements saved my life. The best augmentation Sarif's money could buy. It took me half a year to get a feel for her. Should have taken longer. But 6 months into my recovery, Sarif Industries was attacked again. This time, by a radical group of pro-human purists. Violent, militant, and fanatically opposed to human augmentation. They claimed to be members of Humanity Front, a non-profit organization that wanted the UN to limit biotechnology research. The thugs broke into Sarif's factory and found machinists working overtime on a top-secret military augment called the Typhoon. Sarif sent me to retrieve it, and when I did, I found one of the so-called purists next to it, wired with cerebral implants, trying to download its classified specs. Obviously, something more was going on. The Aug killed himself before I could question him. Sarif ordered me to dig deeper, so with the help of Frank Pritchard, Sarif's head of cybersecurity, I did. Turns out a second hacker had been controlling the Aug's actions from somewhere off-site. Pritchard and I tracked his signal to a secret FEMA internment camp in Detroit. The Black Op mercenaries were there. The same mercs who'd left me for dead 6 months before. Figured they'd try again when they saw me. It wasn't so easy for them this time. I took out the tank named Barrett, even got him to give me a new lead. A penthouse apartment in China. Of course, we both knew it would be a trap in the end. Hengsha Island, China. Home to a city so crowded, they had to build a second city on top of it. Trying to find clues in Hengsha wouldn't be easy. Lucky for me, I wasn't alone. Farida Malik, Sarif Industries' ace pilot, had lived in Hengsha before. A good person to have on your side. She knew enough about the place to get me around. Malik dropped me in the lower city, close to the penthouse Barrett had told me about. Bell Tower Associates, a private security firm under contract to the Chinese government, had agents tossing the suite when I arrived. Just not for the reason I'd been expecting. Turns out the man who lived there was a criminal hacker named Van Bruggen. The same hacker who'd been remotely controlling the Aug in Sarif's factory. Van Bruggen's panicked decision to force the man to commit suicide had been a mistake. Now his mercenary partners were gunning for him.
Hello, Machu.
Before they did. Locating Van Bruggen meant playing nice with the Triads, Hengsha's organized crime lords. They had the hacker holed up inside a low-rent capsule hotel. By the time I found him, Van Bruggen had no qualms giving up the woman who hired him. Zhao Yunru, president of the Taiyang Medical Corporation. According to Van Bruggen, Zhao wanted to monopolize the augmentation industry and had hired Black Op mercenaries to destabilize her competition. Sarif Industries was at the top of her list. To prove this, I needed to get inside TYM and grab a surveillance hologram off a server. I suspected
Żadna zmiana
Van
wiary.
was
Cześć,
hiding
cześć,
something
cześć,
when he
Demi.
told me this. But nothing could have
Najlepsza gra na świecie.
Megan wasn't dead. She and her 4 best researchers had been kidnapped, spirited away somewhere while their kidnappers made it look like they were dead. Desperate to learn more, I confronted Zhao in her penthouse. She claimed to be a pawn in a bigger plan, and hinted at a group so powerful it controlled global interests at a whim. Then she slipped into a panic room and hit the alarm, forcing me to make a very quick exit. I figured Zhao was lying, but part of her confession made sense. David Sarif had been worried about his people. So worried, he'd required all of them to have subdermal locator devices surgically implanted. The GPLs would have been broadcasting the day of the attack. But Zhao said a single call to Picus, the world's leader in global 24-hour satellite news, had turned those signals off. I needed to fly to Picus headquarters in Montreal if I wanted to learn more. Eliza Cassan, Picus Communications' First Lady of News. Malik thought I was reaching when I told her Eliza was involved in this. The world's most famous news anchor, working with a mercenary hit squad. But when I confronted Cassan in her office, she freely admitted to jamming Detroit satellites the night Megan's team had been taken. Said she's just been following her commands. I suspected she wanted to say more. But Black Op mercenaries showed up looking to shut us both down. And just like that, the Eliza I'd been talking to disappeared. The Mercs were led by an augmented killer I crossed paths with twice before. Fedorova, a woman who'd made silence her best friend. She waited for me to track Eliza's transmission to a secret server room underneath the Picus complex, then jumped me from behind. A deadly fight ensued. I made sure she never moved silently again. With Fedorova down and no one left to keep Eliza quiet, she reappeared. Turns out Picus's First Lady of News wasn't a lady at all. She was a sophisticated AI program, engineered to monitor data streams and control what people believed. Eliza told me the Mercs had brought in a Humanity Front doctor named Isaiah Sandoval to remove the scientist's implanted tracking devices while Detroit's satellites were down. She also told me to speak to David Sarif if I wanted to learn more. By the time Malik and I got back to Detroit, tensions between normal and augmented citizens had reached a flashpoint. Riots were breaking out in several cities, and the UN was being urged to intervene. Sarif was trying hard to convince Hugh Darrow, the inventor-turned-philanthropist who'd once been a leading proponent of enhancement technologies, to help stop a possible regulatory vote. Sarif had a lot riding on Darrow. Megan's discovery would have given millions of people the chance to evolve beyond their normal human abilities, and at the same time catapulted Sarif Industries to the top of the Fortune 500. According to Sarif, Megan's kidnappers knew this, and didn't want people evolving unless they controlled how it was done. He called his enemies Illuminati, and urged me to keep searching. Determined to do so, I tracked down Sandoval via America's most outspoken augmentation opponent, Bill Taggart, Sandoval's boss and founder of Humanity Front. Sandoval admitted to operating on Megan's team when I confronted him, but said he hadn't removed their GPLs. He'd merely switched them to a different frequency. Pritchard was able to trace one of the signals to China. Malik and I immediately took off in pursuit. Unfortunately, the Illuminati were one step ahead. Ambushed. Shot out of the sky by Bell Tower Associates, seconds after entering Hengsha's airspace. Malik's piloting skills saved me. After a tense and bitter struggle, I escaped into Lower Hengsha. The tracking signal I was following led straight to the Triads, or more specifically, to the augmented arm of Tong Si-hung, leader of a gang of augmentation harvesters. Tong said they'd taken the arm of a corpse, which Bell Tower had left at their door, meaning at least one of Sarif's scientists was dead. Maybe not the rest of them, though. Tong pointed me to a port used for human trafficking and helped me slip aboard a bell tower ship. It was sailing to Rifleman Bank Station, a military base in the South China Sea. Bell Tower was holding kidnapped civilians as prisoners there, and using them to perfect the Chiron Project, a human-computer interface that left most of its test subjects dead. My search for Megan would have ended then, if not for a mysterious ally named Quinn. In exchange for my help exposing Bell Tower, he slipped me aboard a second ship headed to Singapore, and an Illuminati-run biotech facility called Omega Ranch. 3 of Seraph's scientists were there, forced by their captors to create a technology capable of remotely shutting down augmented abilities. Thanks to an emergency recall notice issued by the World Health Organization, millions of people all over the world already had the biochip installed. With the help of the scientists, I tracked Megan to a private section of the ranch. There, I ran into Yaron Namir, the walking tank who'd put a bullet in my brain the first time we met. He'd teamed up with Zhao and was hoping to catch me off guard. But a little ambush didn't work. I found Megan in a suite belonging to Hugh Darrow, the billionaire philanthropist who'd Saraf had called on for help. Darrow had convinced her to go along with the biochip plan by promising to sabotage the tech. As she was explaining this, Darrow appeared in a global broadcast, telling the world that augmentations would be the death of mankind. Then he activated the biochips to prove his point. All over the world, augmented people flew into a killing frenzy. Darrow had betrayed everyone, and it was up to me to set things right. To do it, I had to reach Panchaea, a massive installation in the Arctic Ocean. As I raced through corridors built by an all-augmented workforce, I saw death and destruction firsthand. By the time I shut down Darrow's broadcast, I knew the damage he'd done. Still, humanity's future remained unclear. How would the world react to this sabotage? Would people ever regain their faith in augmentations again? What would be the Illuminati's next move? Only time could give us the answers.
Ostatnio. Jaka wyszła? Bo te pierwsze tam mam, też kupiłem, ale one są tak graficznie, musiałbym najpierw zobaczyć, jak one wyglądają.
I once thought I could save the world. Now look at it.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sista Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history.
Sometimes, you just have to let go. And embrace what you've become.
Not gonna go all wonky on us now, Hansa, are you?
What if I do, McCready? I guarantee you'll never see it coming.
Agent Johnson! Am I gonna have a problem with you?
No, sir. No reason to assume you would.
Good. Because you are the only augmented operative on this team, and I intend to make good use of you.
No, co był George Clooney chyba.
We got a sandstorm barreling down our ass and we can't afford to make mistakes. We're going after this man, an arms dealer named Shepard. He's ex-Bell Tower, one of the Special Forces commanders who disappeared during the incident.
And he's come out of hiding. That cannot be good.
It's not. He's selling weapons and military-grade augments to terrorists. This is Iran Singh, the undercover agent who lured Shepard out of his hole. Best you see Interpol's got. For 3 years he's worked hard to get in tight with the Jinn, an Iraqi smuggling cartel that's infected the Eastern Hemisphere like a plague. Last week, our arms dealer sent a message to the Jinn, offering to sell them a shitload of black market merchandise dirt cheap. They told Singh to handle the buy.
They're not gonna like it when Interpol disrupts their party. Is Sing's cover really that good?
It is right now. We need to keep it that way. This is where the deal's going down. A half-finished high-rise hotel that's been abandoned ever since the incident. It's not a pretty picture inside.
Let me guess. Most of the laborers were augmented with heavy-duty industrial rigs. So when the incident hit, and they all went schizo, things got gruesome real fast.
And no one, except for some homeless junkies, have been inside the place ever since.
So what's the plan, Director?
Singh's meeting Shepard on the ground floor, inside the hotel's main atrium. He sent the bulk of his Jinn crew to the
Mordujemy?
penthouse level
Czy
to
ogłuszamy?
secure a vantage point. I want McCready's team to take up positions overlooking the atrium and
Ziomeczki,
make the arrest.
jak tam? Kto tam
Jensen,
ogląda?
you're going in solo from the roof.
My objectives?
Keep the Jinn from joining the party. As far as we can tell, only one route connects the atrium to the penthouse level, a halfway decent elevator shaft. Here. I want you to block access to it.
Fine. Just cut me loose.
Do you plan on relying solely on your augments for this one? I'd recommend taking a little hardware, just to be sure.
I'm not leaving my 6 exposed. Give me something lethal.
Your call, but Singh's undercover in all this.
So watch your fucking sights.
What about range? There's lots of wide spaces and high ceilings in there, but a number of tight and constrained rooms too.
So it's a crapshoot, really.
Well, I'm not looking to play dice with anyone in there. Give me something with distance.
Your call. Less chance of being seen and compromising Singh that way. One last thing, Jensen. Singh said the Jinn are using some sort of portable Wi-Fi device to boost communications. He's got a better chance of maintaining cover if you disable it.
I'll keep an eye out for it. But aren't we on the clock here? You said there's a sandstorm moving in.
There is, and we got the intel on this mission at the very last minute, so we're scrambling a little. If it comes to it, your #1 priority is keeping the Jinn out of that atrium.
Copy that.
Time to put away your heavy thoughts, gentlemen. We're approaching the target building. You're up first, Jensen. Let's do this.
Get out from the chopper!
Task Force action. This is Knife Leader. Engage Hush drives and descend to Angels 1-5.
Opa! Jak to się grało, kurde.
Team leader, this is Jensen. I'm on the roof.
Solid copy. Move into the building. The access route you need to block is at the far end of the penthouses. And keep in mind, the direct route might not be the easiest one.
Roger that.
McCready will advise once his team is on the ground. Miller out.
Jensen, we're moving through... Oh, fuck!
What's wrong?
The Jinn have got a few Jennies up and running. We're gonna have to hack keypads.
You should enjoy it, McCready. They have colors and shapes. Just remember, red means bad.
Fuck you.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Damn squatter. I think that was the last.
احنا ما بدنا احد ثاني يحط هذه العمليه بخطر قبل ما يصل تاجر الاسلحه.
I'll do another student. The area, just to make sure.
علمني اذا اي شيء.
Jak ja to zrobiłem?
الوقت اللي نتفكر فيه.
I think that was the last.
احنا ما بدنا احد ثاني يحط هذه العمليه بخطر قبل ما يصل تاجر الاسلحه.
I'll do another student, just to make sure.
علمني اذا اي شيء.
Nie wiem jak się przyklejało do tych.
خوفني. العاصفة راح تكون هان عن قريب. خلينا ننهي هذه الصفقة ونطلع منها. يا بدأت تعصب.
Jensen, Mac, listen up. Doppler shows that sandstorm's moving in fast. It's big, and it's gonna hit us hard.
God, I hate the fucking desert. Confirm visual?
I can. Time is not on our side.
Copy that.
Solid copy.
حاجة هنا حاول. انت هتموت هنا.
Noż.
تكون بعيدة من الرمل.
Too much right. Last thing we need is the guns breaking down.
فهمت؟ ولا قلت لي اتحرك.
McCready, how you making out?
Slower than expected. It's like someone's tilled a fucking cemetery down here.
Say again?
When the shit hit the fan in 27, the rush must have been for the stairs. There's corpses everywhere. A lot of your cousins are here too, Jensen. You want me to grab you any spare parts?
No parts. But I take mine with cream and 2 sugars while you're asking.
Should never have come here.
Just add his body to the pile. McCready, how you making out?
Slower than expected. It's like someone's tilled a fucking cemetery down here.
Say again?
When the shit hit the fan in 27, the rush must have been for the stairs. There's corpses everywhere. A lot of your cousins are here too, Jensen. Want me to grab you any spare parts?
No parts. But I take mine with cream and 2 sugars while you're asking.
Jensen, what's your 20?
Working my way through the penthouses.
Remember to keep an eye out for the Jin's communications booster. If you can, disable it.
Roger that.
Did you say something? The sun is everywhere.
اتنفست. بالذات.
زي المكان ده ممكن يكون حرب الدرجات. الموضوع اول اول واكره العواصف بترزع الشبابيك والأكفين. زي المكان ده ممكن يكون حر للدرجات. الموضوع طول قوي. الدنيا تمام متأمنة.
Listen up, everyone. Chang's hacked into the Jin's radio signal. Checking the patch now. We should be hearing Sing any second.
خليل، الراجل اللي هيبقى علينا الحاجات جايه كمان شويه. روح قول لبقيه الناس ان انا هحصلكم وخليكم يعني منتظرين.
Patch is clean.
Solid copy. Good. I'll repatch us once the deal kicks off.
Miller, I've disabled the Jin's comms booster. Should make it harder for them to listen in on the deal.
Good work. With luck, Sing's cover will still be intact when this is over.
Roger that. Moving on to primary target now.
O, dzień dobry, intruz. Była i jest zajebista. Dasz się narazić na głupie komentarze. Znaczy, bo to i tak spłynie, bo i tak ty wiesz swoje, no ale... Podejrzewam, że... Będzie się ten...
Jensen, we're inside the atrium, taking up positions on the terraces. What's your 20?
Still moving.
Well, hurry the fuck up. Enemy helo is inbound and this sandstorm's getting close. You get that comms booster disabled?
Affirmative. Booster's fried.
So maybe the Tin Man does have a heart after all. Way to look out for your team. Creedy out.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
This is Jensen. Penthouse access route secure. Jin shouldn't be a problem. Over.
Copy that. About fucking time. Enemy helo sighted. All right, strike force. Position and hold.
Strike 1, in position.
Strike 2, all set. Strike 3, yeah.
Strike 4 in position and holding, boss. Eyes up, safety's off, guys.
Yeah, no shit, brown nose.
Watch your fucking mouth, Halliday.
Both of you shut up. 5 in position.
Everybody stay sharp. Singh's got eyes on Shepard. Patching you in now.
Target's in the AO. Remember, Singh's down there, so watch your fire.
You got balls, Singh? Executing a buy with a sandstorm on our ass?
I cannot take credit for Mother Nature, mister.
You can call me Shepard.
How biblical. Are these the weapons?
The Ogs. They're getting harder to come by. Guns are still on the chopper. Show me the cash, quick, and we'll...
What the? The park has been crashed. Shepard is dead.
What? By who? What's going on down there?
Miller, this isn't the Jinn. Repeat, it's not the Jinn.
They're after the weapons. Open fire! Open fire!
Weapons free! Open up!
Creedy, making a grab for the chopper. You got a shot?
Negative. We're under heavy fire down here. We can't let that chopper take off, Jensen.
Get into the chopper!
This is bad! They're closing in! We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't reach him! Jensen, this sandstorm might have just bought us some time, but you need to disable that chopper.
Copy that.
over!
This is bad! They're closing in! We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't reach him! Jensen, this sandstorm might have just bought us some time, but you need to disable that chopper.
Copy that.
Medyk! Kurwa, zapomniałem jak tu się kurwa to... Jeszcze raz.
This is bad! They're closing in! We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't reach him! Jensen, this sandstorm might have just bought us some time, but you need to disable that chopper.
Copy that.
No i jako tu kurwa, a tu.
Miller, chopper's been grounded. Repeat.
Baterię mu wyciągnę.
You're welcome.
Shit.
Artificial eyes to prosthetic limbs.
From molecular-sized computers.
Human-controlled evolution available to all.
O, dziękuję za łapeczki, chłopaki, dziękuję. Łobuzy jedne.
No, stop it, plan. Scenes of horror on the streets of Detroit.
Madness has gripped mechanically augmented people.
Shanghai, Los Angeles, Ankara, Dubai.
People are dying out there. Millions of people.
The search for survivors in Pangaea has been downgraded to a recovery mission.
The Czech Republic leads a growing list of countries calling for the relocation.
No bo mi cellphone padał, kurde ten, no. Znaczy komura mi padała, musiałem się podładować, powerbanka wbuchnąć.
Didn't think it would end with the AUG incident, did you?
We were victims. This is
Nie, początek.
They control the news. They buried the truth with disinformation.
Albo? Nie, początek.
Detonations. Looks like hormones.
Another terrorist attack, this time in a police station.
The United Nations Security Council has passed.
The new anti-terrorist intelligence and response team will have one task force 29.
Dobra, przerwę to.
What have the events in Dubai cost us?
They knew the risks.
How many assets did we lose?
All of them. This is Sam's going to help.
Oj,
The mission was a success.
Clearly, your scale of success
śmigła
is
ci
a generous
odkręcę go.
one. However, the erratic nature of the attack could work to our advantage. Interpol will be confused for weeks, and with our continued guidance, the people will come round eventually. We are all in this for the long game, after all.
That's never changed.
You think so? Do I need to remind you all how far we have veered off course?
Illuminati to jest.
The Og incident has caused a schism in society. Things are worse than we projected, and growing more unstable every day. This will not be tolerated. To ensure the success of our vision, the disruptive elements must be excised.
No one here disagrees with you. But let me fly to New York and I will personally evaluate the situation. We may already have the votes we need to ensure that the Human Restoration Act passes.
Very well. Stanton, you accompany. We may need to exert financial as well as political pressure to silence anyone opposed. Proceed. Elizabeth, I'll contact you later.
It won't succeed, Lucius, even with Dowd's money. You know what Rand will find in New York? Weak, ineffectual men. And with Nathaniel Brown still an unknown factor.
Of course. That is why we're proceeding with our alternate strategy. You have claimed much in the past, Paige. This is your chance to deliver.
Everything is in place. We can initiate whenever you wish.
How secure are your communications, Bob? Jaina seems to have eyes everywhere these days. He and his Juggernaut Collective...
Janus won't be an issue. I've made arrangements. I laid the foundations. Now it is time to get everyone's attention. Paige, activate the sleep cell.
Konečná stanice Růžičkovo nádraží. Příjezd za 5 minut.
Miller, it's Jensen. Just getting off the train now.
Copy that. We'll debrief when you get in. You coming straight to the office?
Unless there's a problem at a checkpoint.
Your papers should be in order. Just keep your head down. Miller out.
Hold off.
The papers are no good. You just let my wife think.
Oh, so sorry. Damn it.
Oh, cool. Damn clank! Why don't you watch where you're going?
Here, let me help you with that, ma'am.
Man? Seriously?
We could have gone with Sweetie. You get my message about Dubai?
Yeah. I'm glad you're alright, Adam. That ambush sounded pretty bad, man.
Not something I was expecting, that's for sure.
Czekoladka.
Any idea who hit us?
Well, I'm sure your task force will come up with something. And that it won't be what the Juggernaut Collective digs up. Kinda odd, though, don't you think? Interpol sending your team, the Prague team, to Dubai in the first place?
Miller said they were
browara.
Last minute intel. We were the only strike team available.
Yeah, well, that's a lie. Better get moving. The Collective has been keeping tabs on all task force divisions ever since we slipped you into one of them. They've got a team in Oman. Could have been a hell of a lot faster than you guys.
So why send us?
I don't know. If the task force is an Illuminati front, like we all suspect, it doesn't make much sense to send it into an ambush.
No mnie też się podoba.
Wanted our team to see something. Officially.
Zdupiaj. Wydupiaj do Sosnowca. Uju.
Make a scene, Adam.
Wouldn't dream of it, Alex.
I swear it's gone even worse here in the past few days. Everyone looking over their shoulder. Terrified Augs like us are going to attack them again.
Somebody probably will. Treat people like animals long enough, they'll start acting like animals.
You say that like there's nothing we could do to stop it.
I already tried 2 years ago. It didn't work out so well.
So what? Are you saying we should just give up? Let hatred and prejudice take over? To hell with that!
I'm saying I can only go after enemies I see, Alex. The men who caused all this, the true power brokers, they're the ones I need to stop. I thought you knew that.
I do. You, me, the Juggernaut Collective, we're all trying to stop them. It doesn't mean turning a blind eye to
Then help me find them.
Just watch yourself, Glenn. I can't believe you're doing that. You brought this on yourself.
I hate this city. Come on. If you're right about Dubai, about the Illuminati needing your team as witnesses, then we need to find out why. Who gave you the order to mobilize?
Miller did. But it probably came from someone higher up the chain.
Doesn't mean he's not in on it. Ever heard of the NSN?
A neural subnet, sure. In TF-29, directors use it to plan ops and communicate privately in cyberspace. What's this?
Whisper chip, custom-made wiretap device. Janus designed it to fit inside the NSN's motherboard.
Ah, the elusive Janus. Leader
O,
of
to
the
czerwonych
hacktivists.
włosach była fajna też.
Am I ever gonna meet this guy?
Someday, maybe. Right now you need to concentrate on Miller and find a way to access the NSN's mother.
Wiem, że się coś popierdoli.
Alex, you okay?
Yeah.
Let's get out of here. Do you hear that? I'm gonna check it out.
Okay, be careful. We'll talk.
Ja ci zaraz dam z kombi, kurwa. To są specjalne okulary, kurwa. O, popatrz, widzisz tu? O.
Alex, it's Adam.
Hey, you sound like shit. How you feeling?
A little sore, but I'll be alright. Are you okay?
O. Właśnie.
Yeah, I'm okay. You're worse. Jesus, how fucked up is that to think, huh?
Listen, Alex, my systems are acting up a little, so I've got to get checked out. But if you want to meet or...
What? No, I'm fine, man. You just take care of you. This girl's built tough. Give me a call when you're useful again, okay?
Alright, I will. Talk to you soon.
Kurwa, jakie obcaski ma. No ba.
Open blinds.
Good morning, Adam. You have one new message.
From?
David Sarek.
Play it.
Adam, it's David. I know it's been a while, but after what happened in Prague yesterday... Look, son, whatever reasons you've had for not getting in touch these last 2 years, life's too short. I'm leaving for London soon, but give me a call.
You saved his vidcall number?
Yes, Adam. Just activate your TV system.
O co?
What the non-augmented peoples of the world have failed to grasp is the incident was a tragedy for all.
O nie, lodówki nie wynosimy. O kur...
As you wish.
Which we are calling Grandma's Tea Room. And as usual, they are doing their due diligence to pin this most recent bombing and crime on Ark. Now, I'm not saying Rucker and the Augmented Rights Coalition don't get their hands dirty.
Ej, come on, co jest? Zawiecha! Coś się kurwa wysypało.
Always watching, because you are always watching.
As you wish.
But it wasn't all of humankind who went crazy, Dr. Rucker.
The loss of life science was considerable, but instead of healing and dialogue, fear of the augmented has turned to hatred. When legislation forces augmented people out of their homes and into sequestered environments, there's no reason involved, only fear and expedience. And that is why I moved to the Uteleg complex.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Seraph.
I heard about the bombing in Prague. It's all over the news. Did anyone you know get hurt?
You know me. I tend to keep to myself.
Oh, God.
I'm surprised you even know I'm here.
Interpol called me when you applied for the job. Part of their extensive background checks. I gave you a
Widziałeś w tej chacie gdzieś jakieś kurwa kontakty albo coś? Jak mam załadować?
What do you want?
What do I want? Jeez, Adam. I know I did some questionable things in the past, but a lot's happened in the last 2 years. To both of us.
That's true. For what it's worth, I'm glad you made it out of Panchaea.
Thank you. It wasn't easy, as I'm sure you know. I was at death's door by the time the rescue crews pulled me out of the wreckage.
Jak na razie to tego absynta i piwo zajebałem.
My company fell apart. Wasn't anything I could do to stop it, not from a hospital bed.
I heard Tai Young Medical bought everything up.
They're the only biotech corporation that could after the incident. Our patents, our tech, everything. Oh well, sometimes one dream has to die so another can rise from its ashes.
Your message said you were going to London. Casual trip? Or is this tied to the new dream?
I'm meeting with the Santo Group, Nathaniel Brown and his investors.
Santo? They built the Utelek complex, the Og Ghetto, here in Prague. Why are you meeting with them?
Brown's got big plans. He wants to focus on real solutions, ideas that look to the future. You've heard of the Safe Harbor Initiative?
I've heard of Rabia, the walled city he and his company are building in the desert for Ogs.
Rabia's just a part of it. We're talking about self-sustaining, energy-efficient arcologies that can be replicated anywhere on Earth. Cities built by the augmented, for the augmented.
Where the dream of self-controlled human evolution lives on.
It may not seem like it right now, son, but one day, people will move on from the incident. And when that happens, we'll be ready for it. I'm glad we caught up, Adam. I've always tried to look out for you, you know. That bombing yesterday.
You didn't call to talk about the bombing. Just ask.
It's nothing, really. I just need a signature so I can finish filing the bankruptcy paperwork.
You need my signature?
Yeah, apparently there was some kind of bureaucratic mix-up caused by you being declared legally dead for a year. The apartment in Detroit was leased in your name even though we paid for it.
Fine. Send me the paperwork.
Thanks, Adam. I appreciate it, really.
Goodbye, Seraph.
Around the clock, around the world. Always watching. Just you are always watching. I know I am not the only one wondering what the Augmented Rights Coalition hopes to achieve.
Is going to push me around. Isn't that right, Steve? Steve? Oh, damn, Steve, you ain't no listen.
Miller, it's Jensen.
It's good to finally hear from you, Agent. You doing okay?
Sorry about the downtime. I'll get to the office as soon as I can, but my Ogs took a hit during the attack. I need to get them looked at.
Of course. There's a lot of work ahead of us, Jensen. I'll see you when you get in.
Dr. Kohler, I need to pay you a visit.
Jensen! Now's actually a really good time for me, like right now.
Something wrong?
There are some guys in my bookshop. Pissed off the valley gangster-looking guys. So, unless you want bloodshed the day after a terror attack...
The front door isn't the most peaceful option. I got it.
Umíte česky? Pomůžete mi. Já se ztratila.
Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
The singularity is near, Sever. You must hang on. We will all find our way to the machine god. Seeker, you are here to...
Nie ma to jak opierdolić sąsiadów, kurwa.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Ktoś tu lubi kotki.
Anomaly detected. Trace program access granted.
Please, leave me alone.
No, I am not the only one wondering what the Augmented Rights Coalition hopes to achieve following news of yesterday's devastating attack on Rome. So let's hear from Dr. Talis Roper, Ark's charmingly eloquent leader himself.
Was the non-authentic was a tragedy.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Oops.
I thought you were forced to leave your native Germany. Were there not other people?
castraccenej out. Tamhle! Terorista!
Dars is the man. He'll set you up.
Admire your professionalism, Brad. Should not make such noise.
The U.S. government is not doing enough to protect them from augmented crazy. In China, meanwhile, our justice demand freedom and basic human rights for all, regardless of augmented status, have been imprisoned by the Chinese government.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Restoring the past.
Damn it!
Power to the people.
I don't think it's likely that we'll find any.
Focus on checking the shutters.
Is slated to be publicly unveiled at one of Brown's upcoming safe harbor. I, for one, cannot wait to learn more. This is Eliza Costello, reporting to you live from Vicus. In yet another augmented terror attack, 200 when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been sent with flashbacks to the Og incident.
Za těchhle podmínek s váma mluvit nebudu. Naser si auto. Nic než zasranej stroj. A nebezpečnej. Nic než zasranej stroj. A nebezpečnej.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Armed with assault rifles, have begun patrolling the streets of Lewistown, Montana. They claim the U.S. government is not doing enough to protect them from augmented freedom. Freedom and basic human rights for all, regardless of augmented status, have been imprisoned by the Chinese government. Arms of the machine heritage.
Restoring the past and building the future.
No doubt many viewers were horrified by that story I brought to you last week, in which a suicide bombing recently attacked a small island in
Access granted.
I'm here to bring you a glimmer of hope. European-based construction giant Desanto has successfully convinced the Tanzanian government to become a signatory of its Safe Harbor initiative, designed to promote the creation of safe and secure housing complexes for oppressed groups in the world, free from persecution. This international civil engineering and action plan is the brainchild of Santo CEO Nathaniel Brown. Its flagship project.
I'm sure Mercury is safe. Back home, you would already be careless.
Relax, Brad. The worst that can happen is that you get shot. You should not...
You need to refocus. Find the killer.
Jensen, I'm getting worried. Should I be calling every police station in town looking for you?
That's not necessary. I'll be in soon.
Good, because we've got work to do.
Break, we'll tear this place apart. All of
Is it? Well, this place is all we have now. Better than being in Golem City, I suppose.
Some meaning, but never seen. Join with the machine, and the future is ours.
Seeker, are you prepared for the ascension?
I think you've got the wrong guy.
No, I can see your purity. You are close, so close, and the Singularity Church of the Machine God can help take you the rest of the way. You know of it?
I don't think your church can help me get where I'm going.
Each of us lives with needs and desires, begging and howling for attention, for fulfillment. We barely have time to ponder what, if anything, lies beyond this wretched world.
And you have some idea of what that might be?
I am but a servant, tasked with spreading the word and offering hope to those who have none. But I have the teachings of the church to guide me. What would you like to know?
This Singularity Church of the Machine God. For augmented only?
The word of the Mother. Only the gifted will ascend. She has cast out the flesh flawed in preparation.
So you're here on a recruitment drive to fill up the numbers.
And more. The Builder lives in this place. The dreamer of our ascension. Now cast out at the will of the Mother.
Let me guess. He's one of the flesh flawed.
No. He simply had a crisis of faith. But I am not so blinded by my faith as others are. He was a friend once, a mentor, a leader in our church. Some of us remember. Do you have more questions?
I saw your builder upstairs. He's not doing so well.
I was afraid of this. His flesh is failing, as his faith did. Perhaps the Mother was right to cast him out before he could tarnish the ascension.
Doesn't say much for your church that you abandoned someone for asking questions. Not going to do much for your recruitment drive.
One of the chosen holds vigil. That is all I can do. Joseph's passion turned to bitter poison, and the flesh is weak. There is nothing more to say, Seeker. Do you have more questions?
Tell me more about this ascension.
Our minds will depart their corporeal shells and merge with the divine consciousness of the machine. This is the ascension.
Sounds like you're talking about uploading a copy of your brains to a computer. I didn't think that was possible yet.
Thanks to the Builder, it is. But it is much more than a simple copy. It is transference. Joseph called it an evolution of the human condition. Do you have more questions, Seeker?
Nothing right now. Maybe some other time.
Very well, Seeker. I will be here if you change your mind.
Answers. Seek and
This world is not yours to carry. No one can redeem you.
Hele, koti, tobě nebudu účtovat extra, jako těch ostatních. Na ulicích dneska není bezpečno. Radši se někde schovejte, policajti dneska řádí.
I don't know exactly, but someone saw it.
Just take it easy.
Get away from me!
Back off. Just take it easy. Everything will be fine. Everything will be...
License, permit, voucher, document of authority, temporary pass, travel coupon, and/or certificate of authenticity.
Good old days, we'd just ask for ID.
Good old days are gone. Haven't seen one of these before. Orange level. You are some kind of badass?
Just someone with a job to do.
And the tools to do it, obviously. Go on through.
What you're telling me is that you're more concerned about organized crime.
Stop right there. Yeah, you. Down on your knees. Hands behind your head. Yes. Press you now. Don't move.
I'm not carrying anything.
That's for me to find out. Hold still. Okay, hands behind your back.
Go away.
Street is off limits on your buck. Private function. All businesses are temporarily closed. This district, there is a wrong.
Oh. Hello.
Don't forget about your permit authentication card. Don't blow your cover. Would hate to be
Hey, I just want to check your document.
Hope it doesn't start raining.
No right to do that here.
Any idea what today's take is?
How much longer is it going to be? I'm serious. I saw him last night out behind the restaurant. He had a mallet in one hand, a bag.
Děkujeme za spolupráci během stavby nouze.
You never know the difference. It's all big price. Actually, I'm pretty
Hlášení o pohřešovaných osobách. Po útoku na Ručičkově nádraží se stále pohřešuje několik osob. Podrobnosti najdete na webu státní policie.
Hope it doesn't start raining. We got this. Not dark. Breathing this thing out. Police have just looking forward to the day. What police? Act like they should double the price. Bomb attacks. Should double the price. Bomb attacks.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
That artist was pretty cute. Don't blow your cover. Thinking maybe someone died wearing these uniforms. Come up with come over there again. Looking forward to the end of the day. Hold on. Someone is coming.
Oh my god. What?
It's in the air. You can almost taste it like a static charge after a thunderstorm. I'm happy that Rudica is going to change things.
Sounds like it was a project.
Maybe it was. Maybe in the long run it
Violation of our rights. If I were them, never mind. They should feel like the floor is about to be held under.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Watch out. Cowards with their arms to the left.
sure? I do not think that sounds right.
Stay away from here.
Your papers are expired. They just extended my contract. I need to get someone to represent. Yes. This is not my fault. Caviar is not simple.
This is not right. Leave me alone.
Doc Larry. Show me latest papers. Otherwise you cannot go through here.
I know the drill.
The drill has changed. Too many forgeries. All OGs must now carry a supplementary permit authentication card. Do you have this card?
I'll clear it up with the people I work for. They'll take care of it.
And who do you work for exactly?
Does it matter? You worried I might outrank you?
Of course not. These rules, they apply to everyone. Besides, I am regional director of document checking. I report to God directly. It is God who tells me that if you continue this way, without proper permit, I am morally obliged to shoot you.
Is that right?
My friend, I know what you're thinking. It's terrible the way they make laws against your kind. But listen, maybe I can do something to help. We could come to an understanding.
What kind of understanding?
Lucky for you, I know a guy. An expert in permitification. A document agent. He offers permits, authentication cards. Peace of mind. With his help, you go wherever you want, whenever you want. No more hassles. What do you say?
Supposing I wanted to pass through here right now, before getting this special document of yours. Any way for me to do that?
Sure. I suggest our pay-and-go plan. It consists of you paying me, and then me letting you go.
You mean bribery?
Wink, wink, my friend. I prefer the term standard fine. Tell you what, I'll even give you the good citizen discount. Just this once.
I'm willing to pay you to pass this way. Only because I don't think you're worth the trouble.
Pleasure doing business with you. Have a nice day.
The artist was pretty cute. For an owl, I mean.
Are the pants the right blue?
Try to keep
Police are
quiet.
just as corrupt as the rest of us.
That monstrous gouging eyes.
Access granted.
Ups. Ups. No nic, wysypało się. Także póki co na dzisiaj zakończymy. Może jutro będziemy kontynuować. Także dzięki, że byliście, dzięki za łapki. Do następnego. Hejo!